Because I'm about to lose it with my disgust for DC. This is called Pass the Mic. This is we bring in different comedians to bring in the laughs, for once. Today we're talking about when the heavens opened on the DMV a few weeks ago. After that, down came an angel in the form of a Forbes report stating that Dan and Tyrion Snyder are hired Bank of America to look into selling the Washington Commanders. The team quickly confirmed the news, and people started throwing out names of who could be the potential new owner. Now, it's hard to put into words how exciting this news was for people who've been rooting for this team as long as most of us have been. So I brought in a fellow native, Dee Ahmed, to discuss. How did you feel about this news?
I was ecstatic, but if I know Dan Snyder, he's just doing it to tease us. As much as I'd love the idea of having Matthew McConaughey, Jay-Z, and Jeff Bezos own my favorite football team, I highly doubt it. Dan Snyder is a psychopath. He's going to just sell maybe 0.5% to one of his friends to pay all of the lawyer fees that he's going to have in a few months. And then after he's done, he's going to get it right back and then torture us for another 10 to 20 years.
I hadn't considered that, and now I'm depressed.
Washington has prepared me to be depressed.
Now, how would you rank the potential new owners that have been rumored? There's Bezos, Jay-Z, Matthew McConaughey. There's media mogul Byron Allen.
Oh, I'm always going to be a big Jay-Z fan. But the media mogul, the one that ended up buying the Weather Channel, I heard his name thrown around. And I would love it if he actually owned it. Other than that, Jeff Bezos could probably buy a bunch of different players and make them be a part of our team, change the team name to the Amazon Primes. I'm very okay with it anyways. I just want a championship. I just want a winning season. I don't care who owns the team at this point.
I would definitely be good with any of the above. I'm pro Bezos because he has such deep pockets, and Jay-Z, they all have an ego, which means I don't think they're going to allow it to still be called the Commanders. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I want a new owner and get that name up out the paint. That's all I ask.
I would love it if we didn't have to call ourselves the Commanders or any of the terrible nicknames that we have to go by now, or having to listen to the semi-trash songs and freestyle. I've been listening to so many people try to put me on the new fight song, and I can't bring myself to listen to more than 10 seconds.
Now, which fight song is this?
I don't know. Left hand up, go the command. I don't know.
Left hand up, who are we? The Commanders.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah. Yeah. It is an earworm, though. It is an earworm. I will give it that.
Okay.
They actually found a way to say Commanders rhythmically, and that is accomplishment because it's never been done. All I'm saying is we all have agreed that Dan Snyder is the worst. That was his baby. So why really are we continuing to go forth with Dan Snyder's best thinking when it comes to this game, when it comes to that name? It makes no sense.
Oh, it doesn't. It should have been the Red Tails, if I have to be honest. I would have loved it if it was. And if you were going to go with Red Hogs, that would have been okay too. There's a dozen different names that were all better. No one even thought the Commanders was going to be even in the conversation when we were getting into the 11th hour. And then we see that drone shot of Commanders on the wall, and we just all sunk deeper into our chairs and just got more and more depressed. I hate Dan Snyder. I hope he doesn't. He has 5'2" energy.
Hey, yeah, the only thing I will say, I have a lot of compassion for the height challenge because of Ringo, the pony there. That was the only bummer from yesterday. The excitement of how they played against the Houston Texans, knowing that people were just going to be yelling out Commanders, and we're happy about it. I cannot. If you want to hear more from Dee, by the way, check him out at Dee Was Joking on all social media for more.